So this is a topic I've thought about a lot and I have a lot of experience with. I put a lot of work in improving my dating life and to improve my financial situation. And I saw another video on YouTube that inspired me to make this that was simply just called Money or Women First, I think with a question mark. I might just copy that title exactly. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll try to leave a link for that video, but my take on this is going to be a lot different than his. First of all, like I don't believe that women care about money nearly as much as I think a lot of people think they do. I mean, you can just go outside in the real world. Like if this was true, what a lot of people say or think, like all the like young, hot, like 21-year-old girls would be dating like old, retired, ugly 70-year-olds. But it's not like that. Like go out in reality, it is not like that at all. Like it was actually funny. Like my girlfriend told me the other day that I'm the first guy that she's dated that doesn't own a car. So right there you can see like she could easily get guys with way more money than me, but she's dating me because she likes me. Like most of the reasons why people choose a partner are due to emotional reasons. Like sure, there are logical things as well, and depending on the person, like more people that are more logical might choose their partner with less emotion and be smarter about it. But for the most part, I think especially with women too, I'd say they're more emotional than guys, is they're choosing their partner just based on emotions because they feel good when they're around this person. And I want to say that just like making money, dating is a skill set. So if your skills with women suck, if your social skills suck, and you think that you can just like hermit away in a room and just focus on only making money for like 5 years, and then you become like a millionaire and girls are just going to come to you, your skills with women are just boom, they're just going to be amazing. It is not how it works in reality. It's just not going to be like that. Don't get me wrong, like if you work on yourself and better yourself, it can help with women a lot, and depending on the person this might sort of work. So if you're socially normal already, like quote unquote normal, and you don't have like a ton of issues around dating like I did, for example, you could just work on yourself, just get in shape, making more money, and just kind of ignore your dating life for, I don't know, like a couple years. I wouldn't recommend doing that for too long. And then you could come out of that and it could be a lot easier with women. Now, there are a few things though that money will help you with girls a lot. Isn't maybe what you're thinking. But a key thing that can help your dating life out a lot is your location. So like if you are, the last place I was living and I talked was Oakland, California. That place sucked ass for dating. Like I could have gotten way more girls or had a much better dating life if I had lived like in San Francisco, the next city over, for example. Oakland is just like a ghetto shithole. There are not a lot of good-looking women that live there. Like when you go out to the grocery store, into Whole Foods, for example, in my opinion, you wouldn't run into like good-looking girls. But like you go to a city like San Diego, or like the best example is like if you have been to New York City in Manhattan, and specifically the Soho district of Manhattan, which is like there's like a college there. It's like the fashion district of Manhattan and of New York City. I don't think there's any place in the world where you would just see more young, like smoking hot women that are just dressed really well. I don't think there's any place in the world where you see more women like that. So like if you live in like a place like Oakland or like some really small town where there just aren't very many women, but if you live in a place like the Soho district in Manhattan, or like Miami or San Diego, where you just go out and you can afford to live in the nice neighborhood in the city, where you just go out of your house and go like you walk around the block and you just run into girls who you think are like 10 out of 10s every day, it's going to be a lot easier to date than if you're living in some small town where the cost of living is much cheaper. And like it takes money to live in the Soho district of Manhattan or in San Diego or in Miami. These are expensive places to live. The places where there are the most hot women around are usually the places where there's most expensive to live. Another thing that can help you with your dating a lot is travel. And it takes some money to travel. You don't necessarily have to have a lot of money. There are very cheap ways to travel. Even too, I've heard from like traveling in like hostels and stuff like that, it's much easier to meet people. So even you could travel on an extreme budget, but you do need some sort of way to support yourself. Either you need a way to make money that is remote, or you need to have accumulated a bunch of savings so you can go travel and use your savings to do that. So there's still making money can help with that. But you don't need to be like rich. You don't need to like have Lamborghinis or fancy hotels or stuff like that to have a good dating life. It's not true at all. So the advice that I would give to young people, and I saw another video which inspired me to do this. The video is titled like, you should be dating, like young men should be dating at every income level in your life. And some things that he was talking about too, and this is what I would say, is you should be working on sort of all aspects of your life at once. You should be working on your dating and your income and your mental health and your physical fitness all at once. You shouldn't be just like sacrificing everything else like just to make money, at least not for too long. Maybe do that for like a couple years or something. But if you neglect the other aspects of your life, they can really, really suffer. And that being said as well, if you just I put a lot of effort into dating and was kind of neglecting the financial part of my life for a long time, because the thing, like, if you're focusing a lot on dating, it can take a lot of time, and it can really make the financial aspect of your life or other aspects of your life suffer. So what I would recommend for most people is that they just equally work on everything at once. Like you set aside some time, ideally every single day, to work on a bit of everything. Like you work out every day, meditate a bit each day, socialize just with some friends at least a little bit every day, do something to work on your dating life a little bit every day, work on your financial stuff a bit every day. I think I already said this, but work out, put in work into your physical health, eat healthy every single day, and work on all aspects of your life. I think I got a little bit off topic. One thing this guy said in his videos, you will see like there's examples all over the place of like really rich, successful people, and then their women, they get divorced and they take all their money. And he was saying like, a lot of the reason is because these guys, like their financial game is really, really good. Like they know how to make money. They're very, very successful in the financial aspects of their life. But with women, they didn't know what they were doing as much. It's almost worse. Like if you don't date when you don't have money, you don't work on those skills, and then you become very, very successful, very, very rich, maybe more, a bit more sought after by women, and then it's going to be a lot easier for these women to just walk all over you and use you for your money, or take all your money and divorce you and take all your money if you haven't developed these skills with women. Because these are skills like getting laid is a skill, being in a relationship is a skill, being able to set boundaries with women is a skill that can be very hard to learn. Being able to just screen women very, very well, and especially if you're a guy that has a lot of money, you want to be very, very good at screening women and getting rid of women who are going to like you because you have a lot of money, or who might want to use you for your money. Like, especially if I had a lot of money, I would not want girls to even know that right away, probably. Like, especially if I was looking for a very serious relationship, I wouldn't want girls to even know that I was rich right away. I would be trying to probably hide as much as possible, just because I would want to know that a girl that I'm going into a serious relationship with, I would want to know that she did not like me for my money. I wouldn't even want that to be really a reason why she's choosing me. I would want to know that she would choose me even if I was poor. That would be like, that's something pretty important for me. Like, it's okay if part of the reason, a little bit, why she's choosing me is because, you know, I'm partly financially successful, but especially if I was very, very successful and wealthy, I really wouldn't want that to be a reason why my, you know, girlfriend or my wife or whatever is dating me. I wouldn't want that to be very important for her. I'd rather have a girl that would be dating me anyway. That's my 2 cents on this topic. Like, I would really just give the advice and want to give the advice that just like anything else, like making money or anything, like basically what dating comes down to is socializing. This is a skill that has to be practiced to be good at. Like, if you ignore this or you ignore your dating, that stuff can suffer. Like I was saying, if you're a normal guy, it might not be the case for you as much, but if you're someone like me who had a lot of social anxiety, a lot of social issues, a lot of issues around dating, it took quite a bit of work and practice for me to get better at this, and I'm still learning, by the way. But like, it can be very hard if you have issues with this. So like, say you get into a relationship with like a really beautiful woman, it can be very hard to enforce boundaries with her. It can be easy for a girl to kind of walk all over you or like push you around if you don't have experience with this, if you feel kind of needy and stuff. These are skills that people need to learn. So I would encourage, you know, guys should be talking to women, interacting with women, dating women through their whole life. Don't neglect that area of your life.